Hey guys, this is Joe. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll go through every single feature that's available on the all-new MG Cyberster. Whether you are looking to purchase the MG Cyberster or you have owned an MG Cyberster, I'm sure this video will help you in some way. As always, there will be many chapters on this particular video, so do skip forward if you like, using the timestamps down below on YouTube. This video could take me more than hours to make, to produce, to edit, to upload, everything like that, so your support is hugely appreciated. Please subscribe and like if you find this video helpful. Now let's turn the camera on and get started. Alright, this is how the car key looks like. Basically on the top is your lock and unlock button. Lock, the wheel will automatically go in. Unlock, the wheel will open up. Of course, after 30 seconds, if you do not touch the doors at all, all the central locking will be locked again. Left and right for the scissor door, basically. Double tap or push and hold allow you to open one of the scissor doors. Push and hold. There we go, that opens up. Push and hold on the right and push and hold on the left will again open and close other doors. Push and hold this button will also unlock the boot, but the boot is manual opening, by the way. Press this and hold will get the vehicle to engage the horn, so you can see the vehicle, you can find the vehicle from distance. If one of the doors are not fully locked, as of right now, if you lock the vehicle, the horn will be engaged to give you some warning before you need to double check and things like that. Now the boot can be released from your key or can be released by pressing the black button underneath. Open up, you can find the boot basically. In this cover for the New Zealand version, you are going to find your trickle charge cable. If you open this cover, underneath you are going to find your tire mobility kit and the emergency triangle. For tire mobility kit, I've done a full tutorial on the channel, to search that up on the channel. Close this manually, push it all the way down, hear the click, everything's all good. On your passenger side, you are going to find this cover for your charging port. The charging port will have type 2, which is considered to be AC charge. Then underneath, it will be DC charge for the combined. Once you plug it in, it will secure the charger and it will lock the charger while it's charging. The indication will show you your charging percentage. If it's showing blue, it means it's waiting or it's being connected. If it's showing green, that means it's charging, and the green bars will tell you you're at 25%, 50%, 75%, or close to 100% whether you are charging or not charging. When you are charging the vehicle, your dashboard will also tell you your charging information. You can also check your charging on your MG iSmart app. If your vehicle is locked, you won't be able to open its charging cover. To open the door from outside, you can use your key to press and hold. Of course, you can press this button to unlock the door. Just give it a wait. Do remember your door will have sensors over here, will have sensors on the top. So if it detects anything or anyone's standing by the door, it's gonna stop and the beeping will be issued. Now let's get inside the vehicle. Now, once you're inside the vehicle, you'll find that the screen automatically switch on as long as you have the key with you inside the car. The reason is the sensor is built in on the seats. So as long as you have pressure on the seat base, it's going to switch on the electronics. But the motor has not been switched on. What you want to do, you want to actually first close the door and then foot on the brake. Press down, you will see the ready sign. When the ready sign is engaged, that means your motor is officially on, so that the vehicle is okay to go into drive and things like that. If you do not press the brake, if you want to press the D or reverse, it's not going to be engaged. And then to stop the vehicle, you just need to open the driver door and press open. There we go, ready sign is gone. That means the motor is now off, but the screen will still stay on. What you want to do when you get out of the car, you will just need to lock the vehicle. Everything will be shut off. Otherwise, the screen will stay on for around 30 minutes maximum and then automatically shuts off. When the vehicle is ready, there are a couple ways to turn off the vehicle. One way is to open the door, get out, close the door and lock the vehicle. Everything is shut. Another way is to open the door and leave the vehicle, and then after 30 minutes, that will shut. A couple more ways. You can go into the center screen and just basically do a swipe down and click power off. Are you sure you want to power off? Click OK, everything's shut. Alternatively, deep in the menu, click the vehicle, swipe all the way to the right, status. You can also do power off. Click OK. Now that's shut. No light on the dashboard, that means everything's off for the motor and for the screen. Now, when you are inside the vehicle, there are quite a few ways to open the scissor doors. So one way is in the center console, pull this up is to open, push this down is to close. Alternatively, if you can reach it, you can find the buttons over there. The left one is to close, the right one is to open. Lastly, behind the seats in the center console, you can also find this latch. The latch on the left and the right will control the scissor door manually. So in any situation, if your vehicle runs out its 12-volt battery for the support for the electric doors, you can still use these emergency releases. Now let's go through some physical buttons on your doors. Window control are over here for the front, driver and passenger. If you're on the passenger side, there's only one to control yourself. Then this is the wind mirror adjustment. Click right, up and down, left and right to control the wind mirror. Click left, up and down, left to right to control the left wind mirror. Cancel to press the R or L. With no lights, it's not controlling anything. Press this to manually fold the wind mirror. Press this to open up the wind mirror. Then over here you can find your seat adjustment, forward and backwards for the base, forward and backwards, up and down for the base, central locking, lock and unlock. When you drive off the vehicle, it automatically locks all the doors after 15 km per hour on the speed. Then you also get memory settings on your driver and passenger doors. If you do want to set at manual 1, you can just press M and press 1. And a small successful note will pop up on your dashboard to tell you that you have successfully set your driving position and your wind mirror adjustment to number 1. When you get inside the vehicle, if your seats are not in your position, press and hold 1 will go to your position. That's the same to number 2, and that's the same to the passenger seats. On the right below your steering, you can find the light control. This is your headlight leveling. 0 is fun for most of the time. That's on the highest leveling. Number 1 is lower. Number 2 is special. Number 3 is the lowest. Then you can also find your electric handbrake. You don't normally need to use this electric handbrake technically, as when you go into gears between drive, reverse and park, this will get on and off automatically. Remember, you have a light on the dashboard with the red P button to let you know your handbrake is on or off. But if you wish to, you can press and hold the brake, push this to release, pull it to get it on. Just like that, that's your handbrake. Next one is the bonnet. To release the bonnet, you want to pull twice. Now, if we move to the center, we are going to find our gear shifter. So gear shifter, P for park, put and hold. You can do reverse, neutral, drive, and P again. Just make sure when you change your gears, you have to hold your brake. Otherwise, it's not going to engage at all. On the left side, again, that's the door opening for the scissor doors on the left and right. And the one in the middle is for your roof opening and closing. Push and hold is to close the roof. Pull and hold is to open the roof. What you want to do right now, the roof is open, as we can see. I'm going to press it down. The roof will automatically go back. It takes around 10 to 14 seconds or so. And just need to watch the dashboard basically. Once it's all done, it says roof closed. You want to hear this beep, because if it's not fully closed, it might give you a small notification. Just like that on the right, roof movement incomplete. So we want to make sure everything's all fully secured, fully closed. There we go, roof closed. If you keep pushing down and hold on these buttons, your glass on the side will also close, by the way. Now to open, the same thing, pull and hold. And just give you a few seconds. Just like that, roof opening completed. Again, if you haven't fully opened everything, it's gonna say roof movement incomplete. So what we want to do, make sure you push and hold. Make sure you pull and hold. There we go, completed, that's all done. Now, if we move to the steering, this is how the steering looks like. There are many physical buttons, but I'll go through that. First thing, Super Sport button. You can change to Super Sport directly. Press that. Super Sport, just like that. Single press again. Comfort mode. To change to other modes, you want to use the pedal shifters behind the steering. Press that to go to Sport, Custom, Comfort, Sport again. So that's how that works with changing the drive mode. You can change it whenever you like, by the way. Now the pedal shifter on the left is to change your curves. That's your regeneration program. You can change that between levels, between 1 or 2 or 3. So you can see the numbers changing on the dashboard. The default setting is number 3. Whenever you start the vehicle, that's on heavy regeneration. So press that, go number 1, number 2, number 3, just like that. If you want to go to automatic, which is A, and you want to push and hold, it will go to automatic. The S stands for one pedal driving. You can only engage it in the center console. Now on the right, this controls your music. Up and down for the volume, left and right for your stations or for other music player, wherever they are playing. This is your menu button on the dashboard on the right panel. Click here. You can find that will change from start, vehicle status for your tire pressure, music playing, navigation information. If anything is engaged, it's going to show basic navigation information. And then press again, it will go back to accumulated total. Under accumulated total and from start, you can also see your odometer. And if you wish to reset any of that, you can push and hold this button, long press and hold. Now reset from start. It will show your consumption, it will show your average speed and travel time plus kilometers, just like that. Now the next button is called the start button. This button can control a couple things when you drive the vehicle. So you want to change it in the middle screen. So here we can find the vehicle, and the vehicle go to driving. All the way down we can find the start button allocation. We can do source or 360 camera. If you go to 360 camera, whenever you start the vehicle, press there, it'll go to 360 view camera, and press here to disengage, just like that. But if you click source, it will change to your music source. So that means when you drive the vehicle, you can change between FM, AM, radio, whatever. So that's how that works with the start button when you press the start button. Now there will be two buttons on the left and right. The right one controls the screen on the right, the left one controls the screen on the left. So click here, it will go to different screens that's available for whatever the vehicle status and things like that. Then click here, it will go to different screens available on the left. It doesn't change anything, it just go to different screens, so you don't have to reach the screen to tap anything. But again, I'll go through those details on the screens really soon. On the other side, this is your phone call button. You can answer the phone call by single press, or you can hang up the phone call by double tap or press and hold. When your phone is connected, this will work, of course, on Bluetooth and Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Next one is the voice command button. The short voice command button can work when you give the vehicle some instructions to change radio stations, to change temperature, whatever you like. If you press and hold this button for long, you can then engage the Apple CarPlay on Siri command or Android Auto for Google Assistance, only when your vehicle is connected to any of your devices. Now, if we move to the left, this is your cruise control buttons. So to engage the cruise control, you actually need to press this button first. Whenever you start driving on a set speed, you can just single press this button, it will set your current speed to cruise control. You can see it on the left part of the screen. Right now it's gray, that means nothing has been set just yet. But when you start driving to, let's say 100 k's, single press, it will set to 100 k's, it will show you the information on the dashboard. Go up and down is to change your set speed one by one. For example, 101, 102, 103, and also. Keep going down, that's 99, 98, 97. If you push and hold upwards or downwards and hold, that means 5 by 5. It will go 105, 110, or 95, 90, ongoing. If you go left and right, that's to change your distance between your front vehicle. You can see the pop-up notification on the dashboard. The maximum distance is number 3, the closest distance is number 1, so that the vehicle gives different balancing through the traffic, so it follows the front traffic for you. Now behind the steering on the left, that's your light control. Light control right now, it's on automatic. There are different 3 clicks available. This will be your parking light. This will be your low beam at nighttime. This will be automatic, just like that. Under automatic, you can also push it to right, automatic lighting off, or automatic lighting active. If you leave on automatic, it's just be on automatic. Don't worry about it, whether it's off or on, it's always just going to be automatic. Indicator up and down will be your right and left indicator. If you pull and hold, that's your flashlight. If you're under auto, you push it forward. When the night driving light is on, it's going to be on high beam. The vehicle also does automatic high beam on the night vision. On the left top, I believe that's your rear fog lights. You can only engage the rear fog lights around here, that's the only place. Now behind the steering on the right, these are your windscreen wipers. So go up and down to switch on and switch off the windscreen wiper. So right now it's on off position, off, doesn't do anything. Push it down, wipe once, and that's it. Up by one click, it'll be on automatic. Under automatic, you can use this switch, go right or left. Right means max sensitivity, left means least sensitivity. Now if you keep going up to low or high, it's going to be on low speed or high speed, but it's not going to be under rain sensing anymore. If you wish to wash the front windscreen, push and hold towards yourself and we'll wash the front windscreen with the fluid. Now on the dashboard, these basically show your speedo. On the left, it's basically show your adaptive cruise control information. On the right, that's to show your average consumption. Again, to remember, you can press this to change whatever you like. There are a couple designs for the screen which you are going to go through, but these will be whatever is at basic level. On the left bottom, you are going to find your charging information, 99%, 435 kilometers to go, but do remember that 435 will be fluctuating based on your range, based on your consumption and things like that. Now we can finally move to the right panel. The right panel will show you the vehicle information plus charging and things like that. First thing, you can do a drop-down menu that allows you to quickly change brightness, multimedia volume, phone volume, navigation volume, and quickly switch on, switch off these things. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, data, and things like that. Press that to go up. First thing on the right is about the charging. So you can see the vehicle to load function. You can drag it up and down. That means when your vehicle load is plugged in, the vehicle will only drain the battery to 50% or to 20%, whatever is remaining. Next is the charging. So under the charging, you can see the charging information and click here. You can also find the schedule charging. If you enable the schedule charging, the vehicle will only charge between a set time. Whenever you plug it in, for example, at 6 o'clock, it's not going to charge until 10 o'clock, then it will stop at 6 o'clock. Again, you can change that. You can also charge to a target level. So under the charging status, you can then charge to, let's say, 100% if your charging limit is 100%, or you can do 80%, whatever. Otherwise, disable the schedule charging means when you plug it in at any time, it will charge straight away. AC charging limit at the moment is max current. I don't think you need to change anything on that, to be fair, but if you wish to change it, you can change to lower amps, whatever you like. Next is the intelligent power battery heating. I don't think you will ever need this mostly in New Zealand, but in some countries with like low temperature, -10, -20 also, you may want to use this. What that means is the vehicle will basically keep your temperature at a high level so that it's ready for fast charging stations. You don't need it at home charging, you only need it for fast charging stations. Last one is a low temperature pop-up reminder. When the temperature is too low, it's going to give you a small reminder on the top. I believe you can also change the charging limit to 80% or 90% also, but because the vehicle's state of charge right now is quite high, I can't drag the bars, otherwise you should be able to change that. Next one is energy consumption. You can see this trip, it's got this amount of consumption. This charge, it's got this amount of consumption. Additionally, you can swap the screen to see the driving energy consumption. You can recycle that again. This is based on just a really PDI check, and the vehicle has not really technically been driven, so this is not accurate, by the way. Next is called the weather conditions. So if you refresh, it will basically go through the weather conditions for your local area. If you click the search, you can also search other things. You can search Hamilton, you can see Palmer's North, and things like that. Otherwise, click cancel. It will show your local stations if you refresh that. Click the settings, you can enable a thing called weather broadcast. It's quite tricky, some people may not like it, some people like it. If you disable that, it's not going to do anything. But if you enable that, whenever you start the vehicle, it's going to say, Pukekohe right now, it's 21 degrees, blah, blah, blah. It's going to give you a long speech. So personally, I do not like it. But some people will like it 100%. Next one, click the MG. That will show you the MG dealer, MG services, and MG roadside assistance. about everything basically. So you can even call a rescue call if your phone is connected through a cable or through Bluetooth. Again, you can switch countries if you need to. Otherwise, MG dealership, you can find us. And then you can find our dealership, Ebi Pukoyu MG. This is the dealership I'm working at right now, so if you're watching this video to this far, do give us a like on Google review or simply subscribe and like for this channel. That would be really appreciated. Next is the account. So that's basically how you work with your MG iSmart app. You can tap the email and password, but it's all too difficult. You can just scan and log in. To scan, just go to your MG iSmart app, log in or create an account, then search this QR code. Scan the QR code, they will be able to connect to this particular vehicle. Of course, only one user can connect to this vehicle. Under the travel plan, you can also send an address to this navigation system. It will give you information. You can do POI, you can do messages, you can do user manuals, and then you can see all the user manual information. So that's how to use the account. Next one is the settings. These are about general settings for quite a few things. First things, under general, you can change the brightness for the dashboard, for the display. You can change the language. At the moment, there are these amounts, there are quite good amounts available. You can do the 24-hour format for your time. You can do GPS time for your time display. You can do change time zone. You can do DST, that's daylight saving. So that's quite good. You can do kilometers or mileage for your mileage unit. You can do show clock when screen is off. This is only available for this particular screen. If you do a swipe down, you can actually change screen off, just like that. That's just time display. Otherwise, there will be no time display if you do not enable that. Next one is the Bluetooth. You can see the Bluetooth connection on and off. You can see the Bluetooth name. You can even connect to other devices if your device is connected. What you want to do to connect the Bluetooth, just go to your mobile phone and search MG. When everything is connected, it will basically connect to Bluetooth. Wireless network is also available, but this may not be able to let you know to surf the internet or anything like that. Hotspot is also available. You can use the data from this MG. Voice is also available. You can enable the voice when you go any like languages. You can do hello MG, you can do greetings, you can do greeting switches. So if the greeting switch is on, you can tap anything over here, hi friend, hi MG, hi Jerry, and that means when you jump in the vehicle, it will give you a personalized greeting, whatever you like. You can also use the tire pressure monitoring alarm. If the tire pressure monitor detects anything on your tires, it's going to give you a warning on the dashboard, but also give you voice recognition, voice guidance. So that's about this particular screen. Now we can move to the screen on the left. The left screen will show you navigation, radio, and a couple of things about phone connection. First thing is the navigation on the top. Under the navigation, you can see the small display panel. You can click search to tap an address over there. You can even search recents, you can search favorites, you can search EV charging stations, you can see all the points of interest. If you want to go anything, let's do 257 King Street and search, then you can see the search result, just like that. If you do want to guide anywhere, just press the start guidance, it will start guiding you to the particular address. If you want to save your home or work address, you can press the start over here, select home and work, you can select that. Of course, you can add more, you can have other settings, you can change all the things, you can change the traffic, you can change all the information available on the navigation. This navigation system is available on all the other vehicles along with the MG4, MG3, MG HS and the new MG ZS. So I'll do a generic tutorial on this particular navigation system if you want to check it out in the future. Next one is your music player. So click the music player and click here on the left. You can select your music player that's available through USB, Bluetooth or radio, or even online music if you have that available. Click radio over here. You can then change the radio stations. This is what we are playing right now. You can manually swipe it left and right, or you can single click here or go to the next and last available radio stations that's in your area. You can also save the radio station, by the way. If you click save, you can see the list over here of your radio station list or favorites list, just like that. You can delete all the favorites if you wish to. So that's how that works with the radio stations. Again, you can do FM, you can do DAB, which is not available in New Zealand. Otherwise, you can go to Bluetooth to change whatever you like. Next one is your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Both are going to be connected under the center console. So it's over here. Open this. It's the USB on the left. That's the standard USB-A. The port on the right is only going to be charging your phone. So you want to connect anything to the left for your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you wish to get a wireless adapter, that means you just need to plug in an adapter to here and your phone can sit anywhere in the car. I will leave a link down in the description, so it's easy for you to get a wireless adapter to use the Apple CarPlay wirelessly and Android Auto wirelessly if you wish. Now next one is your phone connection button. This is about your Bluetooth. So you can go into the Bluetooth menu and then it will go over here again. So that's the last chapter we talk about. So connect your Bluetooth over here. Once the Bluetooth is connected, it will show your call history, it will show your contacts, it will show the keypad. So you can dial number directly through the screen without looking at your phone. Now when you put the vehicle on reverse, you'll see the reverse camera pops up. When it pops up, you can see the settings, you can see the directions, you can see the front, back, side, you can even do 2D or 3D. You can drag this around, you can change the angles, whatever you like. So that's the 360 camera. You can press the setting over here. You can see the vehicle transparency or non-transparency. You can see the guidelines. You can see the distance markers. You can also engage a thing called at low speed direction when indicators are active. That means when you turn the indicator at low speed, the vehicle will show the 360 on this particular screen. Otherwise, switch that off and press it into park. Automatically, that will be disengaged. The 360 can also be engaged over here. Now if you go into this panel over here, these are not physical buttons but instead a small panel. You can find the 360 camera, press that to engage the 360, which will be available on the screen, and press that to disengage. This one is for the on and off for the air conditioning. These two is for minus and plus for your temperature. Hazard light is available, fan speed is available, plus and minus. This is your front windscreen defrost, rear windscreen demister. Now we can finally go into the center screen. Sorry about the glare, unfortunately I can't do anything about that. So first thing, you can find the fan. Click the fan, you can change all the fan controls. Up and down over here, directions, heated seats on the right, on the left, heated steering in the center. You can change AC, eco, and also auto, recirculation on and off. You can see the outside temperature. You can click here to engage the automatic fan control, low, medium or high. Automatic heating for the rear. If you engage that, that means when you start the vehicle, automatically will just heat up the windmill at the back for about 15 minutes. On the left top, I believe that's your rear fog lights. You can only engage the rear fog lights around here. That's the only place. On this particular screen, you can also do a drop-down menu. You can change the brightness for the screen. Along with that, you can also do screen off. So this screen will go black, just like that. Or you can do power off. This is to power off the motor. This is the only place you can power off the motor before you shut it down. You can also disengage and engage the auto hold. Auto hold means when you come to a complete stop, the vehicle will hold your brake. So it's not going to roll forward or backwards, but your vehicle is still on drive. When you're good to go, you press the accelerator, the vehicle will go forward. ELK, you can quickly disable the ELK, which is the emergency lane keeping, if you do not like that warning and things like that. Forward collision warning or forward collision assist, you can quickly disable that as well. Rear driver assist, that's your more like a blind spot detection and things like that. A couple of these functions will get reset every single time when you start the vehicle, so this is a quick place for you to disable that. Next one is the parking distance control. That's basically your parking sensors, enable and disable whenever you like. But do remember when you put the car on reverse, that will automatically come on anyway. Next, we can go to the vehicles. There are many vehicle settings. First thing is the driving. So under the driving, you can change the drive mode to comfort, sport, and custom. Do remember you can use your pedal shifters on the right to change your drive mode. To personalize the custom, you can change the power steering to soft and to sport or track. You can do the steering, you can do the launch mode, that's available. So I'll give you a detailed guide on how to launch the vehicle. And then you can do the one pedal drive. So that's going to be available when the battery drops less than 90% also. If you enable that, that just means one pedal. You can use the driving pedal, and when you release the driving pedal, the car will just come to a complete stop like you are stopping the vehicle. Auto hold is available here. Again, you can do it quickly from the drop-down menu. ESC, that's your electronic stability control. You can turn that off if you go on tracks and things like that. Next is to change your start button on your steering. You can change to source or 360 camera to control whatever you like while you're driving. Next one is the seating. you can adjust the lumbar support over here. So driver is over here, passenger is over here. So you can press left and right to go forward and backwards. You can also enable a thing called the driver seat easy entry. If you open the door, you get inside the vehicle, the driver seat will retract a little bit for you to get in. When you start the car, it will go forward a little bit, so for you to get easy access. That's the same, you can enable that and disable that for the passenger seats. Next one is your lighting controls. Intelligent headlight, just switch on, switch off automatically when you drive in the full beam or high beam conditions. Automatically switch on and switch off your high beam. Follow me home, the vehicle will have the headlights stay on for 30 seconds or so for you to start seeing the vehicle and surrounding areas. Follow me home, the vehicle lights will stay on for 30 seconds or so when you switch off the vehicle at night so you can see your surrounding areas. Find My Car response, if the vehicle is locked and you still can't locate the vehicle from distance, you just need to go to your car key and press the lock button from distance. The vehicle will give you flash and horn. If you do not like it, disable. If you like it, you can enable flashing or flashing plus horn. Next one, you can enable your rear fog lights. Again, you can do that on the top corner of the screen anyway. Next one is called ambient lighting. You can turn on and turn off. Click off, click on. It will switch on when your headlights are on. That means you can change the brightness over here, you can change the color over here, you can do the welcome light. When you get inside the vehicle, there will be a different light, either elegant, either standard or lively. You can light when you start the vehicle, there's an effect. There's breathing effect as well, so it kind of goes on and off for the breathing. You can do on with the side lamps, that's also available if you like it. Next one is called cluster, that's to change your driver cluster by the way. So there are two designs, one design is like this. So it's kind of a sporty performance design. Another design is like this, classic, just the dashboard in the center, so you can change whatever you like. Next, you can change the vehicle status information. You can enable all these things. That means when you drive the vehicle, you can press this button, you can see all the vehicle status and information. If you do not like, let's say, navigation over there, you can disable the navigation, so it's only going through 4 screens rather than navigation. That's, again, up to you. Next one is called MG Pilot. So that's all your assistant driving features and everything. To be fair, all these features are identical to the MG HS, MG ZS. I will do a complete tutorial on those vehicles, but again, this is just a quick guidance. Intelligent drive, you can switch off, switch limit, switch ACC or switch ICA. Limit means you can set your vehicle speed to a certain set speed. Press this button to set a certain speed, up and down to change your set speed. The vehicle will not allow you to go over a certain speed. Intelligent, that means the vehicle will automatically set your speed to the speed limit that's detected by the front radar camera. So if the radar reads 100, it will show 100, it shows 80, 80. So whatever you like, you can change. ACC means adaptive cruise control. Again, press this to engage the cruise control, up and down to change the speed, left and right to change the distance. ICA, that's built on top of ACC, plus you will have steering assist on the ICA. So that means the vehicle will give you balance on the steering to keep you in the right center of the line marking. Next one is the driving assist. You can do intelligent overspeed alert. That means you see this dashboard alert over here. If you pass by an area, it says 100. If you go over 100, it's going to give you some warnings on the dashboard. You can enable audible warning. You can enable a speed limit change tone as well. But do remember, some of these features will ultimately reset itself whenever you start the vehicle. Forward collision assist, it's on. You can do detailed settings. Do braking plus alert or alert only. Do medium, low or high, whatever you like. Next one is the lane departure assist. Again, you can enable this to enable assist, alert, ELK, to change the sensitivity. I do think every time you start the vehicle, it's ultimately going to be on. Rear driving assist, that's basically your blind spot detections and lane change assist and other things. You can see the rear cross traffic alerts as well. You can see the rear collision warning as well. So again, you can enable and disable any of the functions. Last one is the driver monitor fatigue. So that's basically your warnings. If you're not watching the roads and things like that, that's the camera over here that's going to be watching you when you drive the vehicle. Again, you can disable that when you start the vehicle, but every single time I do think they will get reset automatically. Next one is door unlock. You can change the automatic opening on the right on the passenger side. If you want to disable the electric doors, you can just disable that. That means you can manually press these buttons to unlock it, then you just manually push it to whatever level you like. Otherwise, enable the automatic opening, you can then change the height, if you want lower or higher, whatever you like. Last one, status. You can see the vehicle maintenance status. It's not needed for another service until 25,000 kilometers. And then lastly, you can switch the power off. Do remember, you can swipe down to do power off over here, or you can just get out of the car and lock the vehicle to switch off the power. So that's available. And last thing on the right, that's your volume controls. You can do plus and minus to change your music volume, or you can press these small dots to change your music, phone volume, navigation, and voice volume quickly. So that's how to change your volume. What a long video, we are finally ending. I finished work at 5:30 today and I'm still sitting in the car right now, 6:38. So thanks for watching. I hope this video will help you in some way. If it does, do not forget to subscribe, that's the best way to support the channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.